Sound is still off though. Weird. Oh, maybe I can fix that while people are.
You could restart Dota 2. I think will fix that, or
Speaker configuration? Nope, nope.
oh,
I don't know. I don't know why it's off. I can try to restart if you think that nothing's interesting is gonna
nah.
happen because I don't know.
Something's about to happen to mid,
No.
maybe.
Yeah, they all back off again. They're doing a split push seems like it, or distracting at least. They're gonna try to take the top tower, bottom tower. And
Yep. DK's got his BKB now, so he can be fairly aggressive and push in some what would normally be a sort of dangerous situation. Use that BKB to escape. Meanwhile, esG are also pushing mid, so esG are putting on a lot of pressure, pushing bottom, pushing mid, and they're doing the last team fight. They did fairly well in.
yeah, oh, nice swap there. Stun goes off on the Miranas, and Leshrek's on hits on the. Oh, power shot going through. Hit it on the Vengeful Spirit. But yeah, power shot finished Miran off. Nice gank. As in, not really a gank. Nice swap. But Crystal Main killed off by the Queen of Pain, and Queen of Pain being in trouble here, being double stunned and getting the last, or Darkseer getting the last hit. Another stun going off on the Lerschrek, while Darkseer finished off the Vengeful Spirit also. Slardar being in trouble, being double stunned once again. All those stuns coming out, and he's gonna go down to Lerschrek also. A lot of.
Yeah.
I know what I missed.
Yeah, they just chain those stuns really well. DK stuns and then Leshrac stuns just as it wears off. That got them the kill on both Queen of Pain and Slardar. So really great teamwork coming out from esG.
Yeah, and yeah, what you normally see is all stuns hit at once. So that's not not the case. And then they're gonna be able to take a tower easily. There's just Earthshaker trying to do something.
They may try going this though. They've got the fissure and power shot.
The Shackle Shot doesn't latch. Stun going off on the Dragon Knight though. Why did they go for the Dragon Knight? Surge is on. They're not gonna be able to do anything. Dragon Knight would have been was the hardest target to kill of those three. But I guess the ones that was best in position probably.
Yeah, the other two were just sitting behind him. So when the DK's at the front, it's kind of like if you run in to try go on the others, DK will just stun you, and things could go from bad to worse. So I think they just sort of scare the DK away. Not too much is lost, but not too much is accomplished. And now, I'd say Finn Mafia are slowly falling behind. They're losing tower after tower and struggling to defend.
And the gold graph says exactly the same thing, almost up to 7.5k. And experience graph also.
Yep.
If well, with the lineup they had to take the farm from the last hits mostly, because they were not going to get the farm from the towers. They don't have the pushing lineup for it, so they're gonna seemingly be more and more disadvantaged unless they get in some really awesome team fights and manage to pick off some of esG's heroes.
Yep, and they do pick off the Mirana at top, and Darkseer as well in trouble. Gonna get
Stunned
a couple times. Yeah, so two easy kills there.
And Leshrac missing his stun to try to do something. Where did he go? There. Yeah, well they gotta do this and then take a fight and take a tower with it, and then back off again, so to make sure that they are not caught out of position. And if they manage to keep that up, they will still stand a fair chance.
Yeah, no, totally agree. They definitely have a lot of catching power. They've got very mobile heroes with the Slardar, who's got the sprint, Windrunner with the Windrun, phase boots, and Queen of Pain blink. They can easily keep up with heroes, catch them off guard, and Queen of Pain also with the Lincoln Sphere can be a bit more aggressive, blink into sort of bad situations, and then still use that Lincoln Sphere spell block to stay alive.
Yep. Well, speaking of Lincoln Sphere, are there any other items that? I mean, we see BKB on the Darkseer and Dragon Knight, and I saw BKB being built. Ooh, smoke on the Slardar. Oh, which is now finished too.
Yep.
Just checking if there's not any more items that we might have missed. Mech is up on the Windrunner, yeah.
Well, Darkseer has both pipe and mech, which is pretty important for the raiding team. It's going to give them a lot of pushing power and the ability to just basically be ridiculously hard to kill. Any 5-on-5 team fight, that mech and pipe are going to have such a big influence on.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if that's really handy to have them both in the same character. I mean, he doesn't have that much mana, and he still wants to be able to pop out his spells also. And yeah, there's 250 mana gone with just a mech and a pipe.
I think it's okay. He's got the soaring as long as he doesn't spam his Iron Shell too much on creep waves, or he can't really. He needs to just save his mana for the team fight. He's not really spending much mana while the team is pushing. It only ever happens in a team fight where he can still use all his spells. But we're going to see Dire team pick up Aegis. They snuck into Roshan. They're going to try and engage here.
Yeah, and Schlotter gets the stun. There's the vacuum. So much damage coming out from the Darkseer, and Windrunner on the run. But will she be able to run? She doesn't have Windrunner anymore, and she's getting tons of damage. And there we go, Mirana getting the last hit. Windrunner buying back, and we still see damage being done on the Leshrac, who's trying to get away but won't be able to. Schlotter killing him off. He did pop that Aegis, but yeah, got him a kill in return. Shackle shot on the Dragonite to help stop him.
Yep. Yeah, nice shackle shot. The BKB on Slada, as well as the Aegis, saving him quite badly there. But, I mean, esG, even fighting against the Aegis, they still got an okay fight. I mean, they didn't get completely destroyed, even in a 6v5 scenario.
Not at all, and only Windrunner bought back, so it was a 2 for 2, because Crystal Main, Leshrac for, yeah,
Windrunner and Vengeful Spirit, yeah. And, I mean, Windrunner buying back, that eats up a lot of gold, and then they lost the Aegis. So, esG, next time they push, if they push in the next couple of minutes, there's no Aegis. Windrunner's going to be quite poor. Still has a bit of a way to go before the 4-staff, and they're going to be sort of falling behind here.
Yeah, even more so. Let's see. Yeah, that team fight wouldn't have changed all that much. Nah, it's the gold graph stays a bit the same now, around 7.5 or 7. And it looks like FM is just waiting for another team fight to happen. I mean, there's 3 in the middle lane. They're not really doing anything. They're not really trying to farm well. They don't really have a lot of space to farm. That is, but
well, they got Roshan there using smoke, but I believe they've maybe run out of smoke because there's not much they can do here except look to pick anyone off because team fights they're going to lose. The team fights are not going to go their way when they're fighting against Pipe and Mech. The Darkseer is a great teamfight hero, and the DK with the BKB is so hard to take down. So they don't really want a teamfight, but the problem is they're going to have to.
Yeah, so far, ESG's just staying together because they know that they can take that teamfight. Shackle Shot doesn't latch, trying to defend the tower as best as they can, but there's just a lot of damage coming out from esG.
Yep, and they'll just slowly chip away at this tower. Basically, it's almost like daring your opponents, hey, go in on us, else we're just going to take this tower, with DK continuing to right-click it whenever there's a creep wave there.
Well, and they can do that. I mean, I think everything is up. Yeah. So, one team fight is all it takes. Or at least that's what esG thinks. If they manage to get a 5 kill, they might be able to take barracks.
They are going to back off just a little bit here. Oh, they're popping the Moran ultimate egg.
They're going to go in. Let's see, who's gonna get cut out first. It seems the Slaughter will be the first one with the range stun from the Dragonite taking a lot of damage, but the swap is there and Dragonite's getting stunned on the other side of the Fissure, taking a lot of damage. Slaughter is trying to back off, popped his BKB. BKB up on the Dragonite again too. And only one left is the Windrunner. And the Queen of Pain just came in too, but wow, am I missing something? No. There goes the Windrunner still dying, and the rest come in. DK is gonna go down here. Queen of Pain getting that last hit, blinks off, gets a shout up on the Mirana and the Darkseer who are trying to get out. Arrow misses for some reason, but the nice stun from the Leshrac, getting both of those heroes. Amplify on the Leshrac, taking a lot of damage, but it seems like FM wants to back off again because they know that they're outnumbered, or they're not outnumbered, but yeah.
They're getting very low in HP.
Yeah.
Both teams are low in HP here. It's sort of a bit of cat and mouse. Both teams just sort of hitting back and forth.
Vengeful Spirit is back though. Swap is in. Darkseer is getting stunned again, and now it's a 4-on-1. This is gonna end badly for the Darkseer. There we go. Starting getting the last hit from the other side of the Fissure. And that was actually the last one who was still there. The rest already teleported out.
That was a nice hold coming out from FM. I mean, they held their tower. They had a decent team fight thanks to the Queen of Pain. And also I think the big problem there for esG is they went on the Slada. Slada didn't even die because he had the BKB and sprint. He could easily escape. So it was kind of the wrong target for esG to focus down. And we are going to see Slada now buy a Blink Dagger as well. So there's your initiation.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, if he initiates, he will be the first target in range to do all your spells on. So let's see if esG is going to make some good judgment calls on who to go on the next fight.
Yep.
Because that will be the tricky part for them now. Do they have a pipe up? No, they don't. Do they? No. I feel like they should be having a pipe on though. FM. It will save them so much damage from the edict in a team fight from Leshrac.
Well, edicts, I mean, it's part magic damage, but it's also physical damage. So some of the damage does go through pipe, but Leshrac as a whole, I mean, all his other spells are just magic damage. Not to mention like Starstorm, DK Flame Breath. There's just all this nukes coming your way, and DK's actually going to farm Ancients. He's used his creep to stack this, so he's going to get a lot of gold very quickly here.
Yeah, you already got a Hyperstone, so you need to go for a Cuirass, probably. Gonna be even harder to kill, if he does. Yeah.
Yep, and he hits level 15. He still needs to get that level 3 ultimate up, the big Frost Dragon that slows in an AoE. That's kind of, sort of where you want to be as a DK. That's when you can really start doing a lot of damage.
Not that he wasn't doing a lot of damage before, though.
Oh. I mean, DK is an interesting character here because he doesn't do a huge amount of right-click damage. I mean, look, if you look at his base damage, it's only 114 at the moment.
Yeah.
And he doesn't actually hit all that quickly. Even with a Hyperstone, he's still not hitting as fast as an agility hero such as this Moran is hitting. So he's not really a hard carry until he gets a lot of items.
And just, well, his range stun in his dragon form is that's one of the most dangerous things I find about him. To be fair, if you're versus him, and yeah, that's gonna give you trouble. I mean, it's so long range.
It's annoying because not about annoying, but it's somewhat deadly because you never know when you can think it's melee stun. He can just suddenly cast ultimate and then immediately stun you, and you're just not really expecting.
Exactly, because for other stuns, I mean, Vengeful Spirit, you know you can expect a stun if you get in range, but Dragon Knight, yeah, it's just more risky.
Yep.
And he's just continued farming. Taking over the farm bottom lane that Slardo just had, who has a double damage rune now. I don't know if he's planning to do something exciting with that.
Yep, both teams doing a bit of warding here. Crystalmane and Nax are going to de-ward this Observer ward by the looks of things. Yep, we'll get that off. And the rest of the Radiant team just watching on. Interesting, Mirana getting quite farmed as well. I mean, Mantis Tower, Mithril Hammer, 1k gold. Possibly going to go for a Desolator, maybe just going to go for something like the Maelstrom into the Mjolnir.
Really? Maelstrom?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't. Ooh, smoke's on.
It's nice damage. A lot of Miranas go for that, or at least they used to go for this item. It's gotten a bit less popular recently, but it's definitely a possibility.
Well, we'll probably
Could
see
just go
soon.
for KB.
Yeah, that's what I would be expecting with all the stuns coming out from FM. Or all the stuns. I mean, Slaughter stun. Yeah, Fisher. Yeah, all the stuns. 3 stuns. They're not gonna do anything with the smoke, it seems. Gonna back off or try. Yeah, smoke's almost running out. But
well,
there's another smoke.
Yeah, they're gonna go looking for a kill here, maybe. They're heading the wrong way though, unfortunately.
That's typical.
And they get spotted by Sentry Ward.
They all get spotted. Yeah, that's well,
I don't know if the Radiant team actually saw it. They're not really pinging it or doing anything. Oh no. Maybe they will. They're sticking together, so this could be a team fight coming up.
Yeah, and
yeah, they see. It took them a while, but they've now seen it.
And their smoke's off. Do they want to take this team fight? Seems like they might. It's night, so they're not able to see the other ward here. Are they? That blink is on. There we go.
The Sentry Ward is out of vision of the Observer Ward. They can see the Sentry Ward, but not the Observer Ward.
Okay.
And it's funny, I mean, because the Radiant team know exactly where the Dire team are. The Dire team, meanwhile, are just like, okay, let's just keep waiting. Surely they'll come sooner or later.
Yeah.
And they're gonna send an illusion in. This will they go on it though?
No, they know it's bait. They know it's bait. They back off.
Oh, the Mirana ultimate's been popped though. They're looking for a kill.
Mirana ultimate's off. No. Too late. Yeah. Nothing. And the arrow is not there for the Mirana to force it, so they're just gonna be able to back off. Unless they want to try to push in.
I feel like I'm almost watching baseball. It's just like, they throw a pitch, swing and a miss.
Yeah.
It's just been going on like that for quite a while here. They go for a kill, nothing happens. The other team goes for a kill, nothing happens.
And they back off once again. Oh,
Yeah.
Dragon Knight gets some farm, and that's something. Something happened.
They're just almost, they're outguessing their opponents. Like, they waited so long on that hill, and then by the time the opponents finally came to them, they had already backed off, and both teams just going at the wrong time.
and they're gonna go again, it seems. So that's, or yeah, or they're gonna wait, but that's quite weird. They're both pretty passive at the moment. Yeah.
Well, it's not entirely passive. I mean, they're looking for kills. Like, both teams are using their smokes, going onto the other team's side of the map. It's just they're not really finding the other team. It's just almost a bit of bad luck. It's more like they're taking turns being offensive. One team will be offensive while the other is defensive, and then the other team will do the same. And we're going to see Roshan respawn. So now we're going to maybe have a team fight as both teams want to get this Aegis.
Yeah, and I would assume both team knows that he's back up around now.
Yep.
There we go. There's Blink in, and you don't even need to go there. Blink's in, and you're just gonna kill him until they're getting found out by esG.
Yep. esG do not want to let them have that Aegis, and they can do. I mean, they can force the issue here because their lanes are pushed out. Basically, FM are going to have to do something. Defend mid lane, defend top lane maybe, or they're going to have to go for Roche.
There we go. Initiation is there. Slaughter pops his BKB, kills off the Leshrac quite easily, and has to back off now. But Dragon is popped from Dragonite, who is now level 16, is doing enormous damage on the Queen of Pain. And it looks like Queen of Pain wants to get out also, but Dragonite is taking a lot of damage also from the Slaughter, who is frostbited and has to back off because he's very low on HP. Fisher goes off, stunning Crystal Maiden and the Mirana. And Queen of Pain on the run from the Dragonites. With only 2 deaths. Oh, never mind, it's not over yet. Crystal Maiden heavily in issue there. Power shot going through, finishing her off. The DK wall's there. Darkseer wall, that is.
The DK is just so hard to take down. Queen of Pain initially was chasing the DK, and DK just turned around and started right-clicking. And then the same thing happened there, where Slardar went on the DK. DK didn't die and just turned around and right-clicked, and Slardar did go down there.
Yeah, and we see everybody of FM now backing off while esG managed to or is able to take Roshan semi uncontested. Even though Windrunner is probably gonna send a power shot through, but I'm not sure how much you can do. Well, Queen of Pain back to full health and mana. I don't know.
They can't really take Roshan. They just don't have the damage to do it, and they're too low on HP. But well, not really that low on HP, but they just, I mean, some of their they don't have DK ultimate yet. They're just a bit worried. They don't even have the Darkseer wall, so they're just going to play it safe. And it looks like it's going to be the Dire team who get Roshan, in fact.
Yep, and they're giving it away. They're not even trying, even though they have the ward. So I don't know. They couldn't see it, but it shouldn't be a surprise to them, should it? There we go with the smoke. Even though there is a sentry ward, we're gonna see an arrow going through, but it doesn't hit on anything. Wow. Both teams just waiting for the other team to initiate. Yeah. Fisher not hitting on the Crystal Maiden, who seems to be a little bit of bait there.
And the Dire team, I mean, they can be aggressive now. They've got the Aegis. BKB Slardar with Blink can just basically go running in with a great initiation. Queen of Pain can back it up. Queen of Pain also has a BKB, so they're suddenly going to be very, very hard to take down. And they can't. The Radiant team's been relying a lot on those chain stuns so far. Yeah,
and there's the Fisher, and there's the everything. Basically, shot going through, Echo Slam going off right before Darkseer, Earthshaker dies to Leshrac. And Slaughter still being alive though, with the BKB popped, is taking a lot of damage and will go down. That's basically almost a team wipe. Crystal, I mean, yeah, Queen of Pain. It's both girls.
Holy crap, that was a massive vacuum and Darkseer wall.
That was everything.
It tore apart the Dire team, that vacuum and Darkseer wall. And DK, once again, he's so hard to kill. He survived on red HP, and Queen of Pain had to blink back in and suicide to get the kill on the DK. DK survived the focus fire of like 5 heroes until the very end.
And Queen of Pain buys back. She has to, because otherwise the barracks will be back. But that pipe and mech, that really saved esG. Because there was also a lot of damage outcoming from FM, but just the pipe there and the shout from Queen of Pain didn't do that much anymore. Echo Slam was there, but I don't know. It's just,
Yeah, I mean, if you look at their heroes, they all walk away. They're all walking away on like full HP, apart
yeah.
from the DK. The DK got focus, but just because he got focus, there's all this AOE damage. Queen of Pain, Earthshaker got a nice Echo Slam, and they're all full HP still. That's just amazing how powerful the pipe and mech can be.
Yeah, I don't think Earthshaker could have had a better Echo Slam there. He was in the middle of everything when he
Yeah.
popped his Echo Slam. But still, yeah. That's quite surprising, to be fair, even with a mech and a pipe. But both teams all back up again. And they didn't take the tower. The tower's not getting denied also. A bit of a taunt, to be fair. Tower on 50 HP in the middle.
They will now. They will now.
Yeah,
And
there we go.
Mirana getting quite farmed. Has 2k gold now. And
Yeah,
the gold difference getting very, very sizable now. Almost up to 10k.
yeah, and she did go for the BKB.
Yep,
So,
going for the
and
survivability
complete.
over the damage.
Well, and we definitely saw that working out just now. It was
Oh, yeah.
it was also all the BKB that were popped. All the BKB, I'm saying. It's actually only just 2. Yeah.
Yeah, well, when when all these heroes have BKBs, it comes down to who can do more right-click damage, and DK has an assault cuirass, so the right-click damage coming out from the Radiant team is going to be really decent. I mean, they've all got the plus armor aura for their team and the minus armor aura for the opposing team. So, not to mention Mirana, who has a lot of right-click damage anyways, and it's only really Slada who can do physical damage from the Dire team.
Yeah, and there's still nobody that's seemingly building a pipe on the Dire team either. And I think Leshrek's Nova went through a lot of heroes in the previous team fight. So I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do.
He's finished the Bloodstone up now, so he's gonna get he's got a big mana pool as well as becoming a lot harder to kill, so really nice item choice for him. And I mean, Radiant team, they're all getting a lot of items and farm up. Even the Crystal Maiden, if you look, has 1200 HP, treads, and an ogre club.
And the smoke that's probably gonna get used soon. But yeah, that's not bad for Crystal Maiden, and she has been warding all the time also, so that's definitely a nice farm for her.
Yep.
Just looking at the numbers, and yeah, she's more farmed than the Vengeful Spirit and the Earthshaker. That's actually
that's largely. I mean, they've got all these big tower advantage. They've gotten 6 towers compared to the 3 towers of the Dire team,
True.
so that's a lot of just gold that the CM's getting. Not to mention, CM's not really even dying in these team fights. Like that last team fight, CM didn't really take any damage whatsoever, so got a lot of gold and XP because of that.
Definitely, and they're backing off. They don't seem to want a team fight at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, they're waiting on the DK ultimate's on cooldown for another 20 seconds, so they'll probably wait for that and then look to maybe force the issue at mid. But I don't think they're in any rush because DK's getting more and more farmed, whereas the Dire team, a hero like Slada isn't really getting much more farm than he is right now. He can maybe get up something like a heart later on, but right now he's only sitting on 900 gold.
Yeah, he would have needed more kills. I mean, he's that typical ganker hero that needs a bit of early kills to get his farm up fast, or at least to try to farm as fast as the Dragonite. Because Dragonite just farms so fast with the Flame Breath of Fire.
Yeah.
And well, there seems to be they're gonna have all 4 heroes at the bottom lane trying to defend this tower here. So it seems a bit of a overkill, to be fair, since they do have they know that Slaughter is not there. Not sure about that one. They just don't want to be cut out.
Yeah, that's the thing. At this point in the game, at 45 minutes in, you've got to stick together. You can't afford to make any mistakes, because if you die at this point in the game, that respawn time is very, very long. If it's on one of their heroes, such as Leshrak, Leshrak right now does not have buyback. Mirana has a lot of gold, 3.6k gold. The rest of their heroes do have buyback, so it's mostly just the Leshrak who needs to be careful. But they're gonna use that smoke on the CM and go looking to maybe force the issue.
Following them, indeed. And the FM is not really together at the moment. I mean, if they find someone, that person's dead, as good as, because there's not going to be any fast support incoming, I think, or going to be able to come in anytime soon. Smoke is about
Yep.
to run out though. They're gonna be have to be fast. I don't think they're gonna find anyone. No, everybody's back off.
Alright.
They knew something
The
was wrong.
Finn Mafia just sitting in their base. They are too scared to move, and that's not that's when you know things are not going well if you can't leave your base.
Nope.
And that's where they're stuck at the moment.
And the only one still invisible is the Mirana, whose invisibility rune is almost run out.
Yeah, they're not going to find too much. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain is farming away at bottom. Axie's picked up a Mystic Staff, so Queen of Pain is very close to a Sheepstick. This Queen of Pain actually has almost 300 CS, the highest in the game, so not a bad game at all coming from Queen of Pain, who is leading the way in terms of farm for any hero in the game.
Yeah, but exactly. She has more than a Dragon Knight even. Not bad. But it doesn't do all that much because the rest is not getting any farm at all. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Vengeful Spirit, the Earthshaker, they've got 28, 60 CS. I mean, and not to mention the tower difference, it's just going to get... This goal difference, I think, is just going to get bigger and bigger. I mean, you can see it's sort of stabilized a bit now around the 10k mark, but at the moment, right, the Dire team, they're just sort of playing very, very safe, not really doing a whole lot.
yeah. Well, they can't really do a lot either. I mean, they will. I'm a bit surprised they're not more clumped together because they don't want to get caught out. Not that they're not getting caught out. That's not the point. So, in that way, they're doing it quite safe, and they have warded quite a bit to see. Never mind, just disappeared who's coming into their forest and not. But it's I think for example, Slardar being there, it's quite a big risk for him to be there by himself, and he does have the sprint, of course, but still seems risky to me.
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, I mean, sprint BKB. It's if he gets stunned before he pops the BKB, he can just die to the chain stuns. I mean, DK stun, Leshrac stun, and he's going to die before he can pop the sprint or even pop his BKB. So they do need to be a bit careful here.
Yep. Looks like Crystal Main might be going for a BKB also. Got an Ogre Club in her bags. That would be quite funny to see. She will be able to take her freezing field and just stand in the middle of everything. Even more damage for esG.
Yep, and smoke is popped by the Radiant team. They're going to go looking for another attempt at getting a kill. So far, haven't been too many successful ones recently, but maybe this will be their. This will be the lucky one.
Yeah, they're gonna need to take the team fight someday, so I guess they can do it now. They're not gonna find anyone though if they're gonna sit and wait there. It seems like FM is being very careful not to move away anywhere. By the way, this Earthshaker that's standing there on that ledge, I think he's been standing there for quite a while. He's not moving. Oh, there he is. He's moving.
Yeah, he's moving. He's just so happy with that position.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to go anywhere else. And Roshan's back up now, so our other team's going to go in for this. Vengeful Spirit maybe going to pop that howl and see that in a second, but Earthshaker, ooh, no. Gets spotted by the Observer Ward, so needs to be careful. Same for the Vengeful Spirit. Ooh.
Arrow flying through. And there we
DK
have...
Surge.
Yeah, Vengeful Spirit
is going to go
dead.
down very, very quickly.
Yeah, and that's that stun. I mean, Surge there, Dragon form, range stun, dead. Yeah, no chance for Vengeful Spirit there.
And it looks like they'll go for Roche here. I mean, they've got the DK ultimate pop, so they may as well use that to take out Roshan. Miranda also, a lot of right-click damage. I mean, look at the massive farm on some of these Radiant heroes. DK just spotted Demon Edge, has 3k gold. Mirana has almost 6k gold. We could be even seeing a Divine Rapier. They could get Aegis, and then whoever picks up the Aegis could go for a Divine Rapier here.
Wow, yeah, that would be something. And the Sheepstick is done though on the Queen of Pain. Ooh, arrow hitting on the Slardar. They don't want to go for that though. It seems.
They're just going to stop his blink in, make sure that they can pick up the Aegis, and I think it's going to be Mirana.
Yeah, and
Mirana with Aegis. I'm going to guess it's going to be Divine Rapier. It might not be. I mean, he could just play it safe, but he almost has enough. 300 gold, he could get a Divine Rapier, so that would be pretty scary.
Yeah, and Darkseer Wow, did I just see that wrong? I thought Darkseer just picked up the cheese. Oh, he gave it to Dragon Knight. Never mind.
Dragon Knight's finished a full day Dallas, so massive items coming out for the Radiant team.
And that's a team fight waiting to happen. As soon as that's being brought in by the courier. There we go.
What is Mirana gonna buy? I want to see.
We'll know soon. There she goes. Nope, it's gonna be Butterfly.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
It's okay.
She still has money for buyback, so that's probably playing it safe.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got the Aegis. You can sort of. That's when you can play a bit risky, and a Divine Rapier here could have just been the crushing blow. That that could have been the item that they needed to push on in and get that Rax. Because right now against the Earthshaker, the Vengeful Spirit, they're struggling to push on in, and here we're gonna go pop the Mirana ultimate, look for a kill.
Yeah, and they're not gonna find any because Queen of Pain is just the only one there, and she'll blink back in soon. There we go. Nope, no kill found. And another 100 seconds until the next Mirana ultimate, which is probably when they're gonna try to fill in next. And the Butterfly completed. She's not gonna want money for buyback at all, actually. Ooh, there they find each other. Slardar's doing a lot of damage on the Darkseer, who tries to get himself away. Dragon Knight finishing off Earthshaker, Windrunner finishing off the Leshrac. There's so much damage outcoming from that Dragon Knight, and Mirana finishing off the Slardar. Queen of Pain just blinking away is all she can do, and Windrunner buys back once again. Is not able to do anything versus this push in, and the tower will die after the cliff is off. So much damage incoming, and Leshrac did die, but yeah, the rest of the HPs is
not going to be enough.
Nobody dropped. I mean, you can only see that they had a fight by the mana that they have left, but they're just gonna take another tower and another barracks.
Yeah, once again, the Darkseer vacuum wall combo just that's why they. I mean, we kind of at the time remember saying, oh, maybe Darkseer isn't worth being first pick. But
yeah.
With the way Darkseer has impacted this game, he's been the hero that's won these team fights. I mean, sure, DK and Mirana have done a lot of right-click damage, but Darkseer has been the one who keeps everyone alive with both pipe and mech. And that wall and vacuum has done so much team fight damage.
Especially the vacuum with the rest of the ultis together. Vengeful Spirit just gonna die. Queen of Pain trying to still get a kill on the Crystal Main, but she's gonna die herself also. Crystal Main actually getting finished off by the Windrunner. But that's more harassment. GG is cold. So that's esG going on to the next round.
Yeah, really nice game coming out from them. They played it slowly and safely, but they didn't really make too many mistakes, and Mirana and DK just got too farmed, and I mean, their team fight was just too strong.
Yeah, and their laning phase was, I think, quite deciding for this. I mean, they have strong heroes, they have good synergy, but still, the gold that they got at the start, kills they got at the start, or the gold that the FM didn't get at the start, I should say. That was just too big a difference to come back from.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, that is. I think that was I've been told that was a quarterfinal. So we're gonna.
Okay.
I think next up we're gonna have esG versus someone for the semi-final.
Okay, I'm gonna fix my sound because without sounds the game is a lot less interesting. No offense. Yeah.